What if the years 2025 to 2030 aren't just another stretch of time, but the final chapter of a galactic experiment in consciousness? Lana Gilbert has received a powerful warning from her spirit guide, an ancient being connected to celestial councils overseeing Earth's timeline. This isn't about fear. It's a sacred opportunity to evolve. The guide didn't come with doom, but with insight. Coded knowledge for those who are ready to awaken fully. In the next few minutes, you'll receive spiritual intelligence meant to rewire your perception and anchor your soul's role in what's coming. Your awareness will become your greatest power. Why 2025 to 2030 holds Earth's final soul test. The spirit guide shared that Earth is reaching the end of a long initiation cycle, a cosmic school for the soul. Between 2025 and 2030, humanity will face final tests not through war or famine, but through inner choices. Do we act from fear or from awakened sovereignty? These years represent the closing hallway of a karmic corridor, where the soul must decide what kind of consciousness it will carry into the next era. In this period, distractions will be louder than ever, yet peace will be more available than ever before. The paradox is the test. It will feel like walking through fog with flashes of clarity. Those who trust their inner light will pass the test not by effort, but by presence. This era is not about being perfect. It's about choosing your frequency moment to moment. Lana Gilbert's guide called this the final soul filtration. Not everyone will take the same path, and that's by design. Each soul will naturally magnetize to the timeline that mirrors its level of awareness. These years won't punish, they will reveal. And in that revelation, truth will become the new compass. Lana's spirit guide and the universal watchtower prophecy. The spirit guide who contacted Lana Gilbert is not bound by Earth's cycles. It speaks from a place beyond dimensions, part of a watchtower network that observes emerging civilizations. The watchtower prophecy speaks of certain planets, like Earth, that reach critical junctions where the outcome is unknown. That moment is now. Earth is under observance, not surveillance. The beings watching are curious, not controlling. They watch not to interfere, but to witness whether free will can merge with divine will. The years 2025 to 2030 are the fulfillment window for this prophecy. Will humanity spiral into artificial collapse or rise into spiritual coherence? The spirit guide was clear. The path is not chosen by the collective. It's chosen one soul at a time. Lana was chosen to deliver this not because she is special, but because she listened. The watchtower's attention means this period will carry galactic resonance. What you do in your inner world now echoes far beyond Earth. This prophecy is not a prediction, it is a mirror. And how we reflect back determines what kind of light we hold for the universe. Magnetic heart activation. The guide revealed something beautiful. From 2025 onward, the human heart will become the planet's most advanced technology. Not mechanically, but electromagnetically. As solar and cosmic rays increase, the heart chakra will shift from a personal emotion center into a planetary tuning fork. Empaths, sensitives, and truth seekers will feel this first. The heart will know things the brain cannot comprehend. This emotional intelligence will allow people to read energy, not words. Lies will become physically painful. Love will become an undeniable magnetic signature. Relationships will evolve beyond surface compatibility. They will be energetic resonances that either stabilize or collapse instantly. The heart will become the new seat of multidimensional perception. Lana's spirit guide said this is not a skill to learn, but a memory to reclaim. Your heart already holds crystalline codes from other lifetimes and realms. As Earth rises, these codes awaken. Between 2025 and 2030, more people will start to feel psychically fluent, not because they studied, but because their hearts have opened. Synthetic light versus organic soul. A warning echoed through the guide's message, one of the most profound of all. A divide will grow between synthetic light and organic soul. Synthetic light appears spiritual. It mimics ascension, love, and peace, but it lacks depth. It offers comfort without challenge, convenience without growth. Between 2025 and 2030, this synthetic spirituality will flood social systems, media, and even some spiritual teachings. The organic soul, on the other hand, remains raw, honest, and divinely unpredictable. It challenges, it humbles, but it liberates. The dilemma will not be easy to spot. Synthetic light seduces with answers. The organic soul invites you to live into the questions. One gives you false safety. The other gives you real transformation. Lana Gilbert's guide said this dilemma is a gift in disguise. It sharpens discernment. It demands intuition. And those who stay rooted in inner truth, no matter how unpopular, will become the sole architects of Earth's next timeline. Your true identity isn't found. It's forged through deep remembrance, not imitation. How time will feel like a loop and a leap. Between 2025 and 2030, time will no longer behave in linear patterns. Lana Gilbert's Spirit guide described these years as a spiral corridor, where days feel endless and years pass in a blink. You may revisit old situations or people, not as repetition, but as quantum checkpoints, echoes of past moments now layered with new meaning. It's not déjà vu, it's temporal refinement. The illusion of clock time will thin. Spiritual seekers will notice experiences folding inward like origami, dense on the outside, but infinitely complex within. Some weeks will feel like a lifetime. Some years like a chapter turned too quickly. This compression is not malfunction, it's evolution. Your soul is learning how to live beyond time. In the spiral, growth won't look like progress. It will look like death. You won't move forward, but inward. Lana's guide emphasized, don't measure your success in years anymore. Measure it by how honestly you meet each moment. The spiral of time isn't here to confuse you. It's here to awaken you to the eternal now. The rise of the inner architect. By 2026, many will feel the urge to tear down what they've built, not out of failure, but out of recognition. The structures around them, careers, identities, beliefs, no longer match the inner self-awakening. This collapse isn't destruction, it's design. Lana's guide calls this the rise of the inner architect, a global wave of souls reconstructing life based on their original blueprint. This blueprint isn't a list of goals. It's a vibrational pattern unique to each soul. It carries your highest truth, encoded before incarnation. When aligned with it, your life feels synchronistic, magnetic, and meaningful. When misaligned, even success tastes hollow. Between 2025 and 2030, this blueprint will begin broadcasting louder. But there is no map, only memory. The inner architect doesn't follow others. It listens inwardly. Lana was told that journaling, meditation, and solitude will become spiritual blueprints in themselves, offering the schematics for new lives born not from reaction, but from soul remembrance. Rebuilding starts not with brick, but with breath. Why your energy value will matter more than currency. Lana's guide presented a vision few would expect. By 2030, society will begin recognizing energy as the most valuable currency. Not electricity, but spiritual frequency, the vibrational field you radiate. Those with calm, focused, healing energies will become the true leaders, guides, and architects of the new earth. Not because they're loud, but because they're aligned. This spiritual inflation means that your personal vibration will influence your opportunities more than money, connections, or credentials. Environments will respond to you differently. People will feel uplifted or repelled simply by your presence. The world is shifting from transactional systems to energetic resonance. It's not coming. It's already here in whispers. The guide said, begin investing in your field. Spend time in nature. Cultivate joy. Release resentment. These are not soft concepts. They are energetic assets. Between 2025 and 2030, your soul's wealth will be determined by how much light you hold, not how much you own. And that will reshape every system on the planet. The planetary thought grid will reshape your decisions. The spirit guide explained that Earth has an invisible field surrounding it, a planetary thought grid. It's like a collective mental web, absorbing, amplifying, and circulating humanity's thoughts, fears, and visions. From 2025 onward, this grid will become hyper-reactive. Your thoughts will no longer feel private. They will echo across the grid, affecting not just you, but the field of reality. You'll start to notice quicker manifestation, sometimes even instantaneous. This is because the grid is thinning, becoming more transparent. What you think, feel, or focus on will gain power, velocity, and ripple effect. Mindfulness will no longer be a luxury. It will be necessary spiritual hygiene. Lana Gilbert's guide warns, learn to observe your mind as if it's not yours, because in a sense, it's not. The grid is a mirror, and your thoughts are threads. Are you weaving beauty or fear? Every decision will soon feel amplified because it is, and those who can master their mind will master their role in the collective awakening. This singularity of choice moment all souls will face. There will come a moment, not necessarily on the same day for everyone, when each soul will face what the guide calls the singularity of choice. This is not a dramatic external event, but an internal spiritual fork in the road. You'll feel it as a subtle but irreversible pull, a knowing, a silence that demands an answer, and the choice you make will crystallize your timeline. The choice is not between good and bad, but between forgetting and remembering, between surviving in the old system or trusting the invisible pull of something higher. It may cost comfort, it may challenge logic, but it will liberate the soul from lifetimes of stagnation. This singularity compresses time and identity into one defining moment. Lana was told this choice is sacred and cannot be made prematurely. It arises naturally when the soul is ready. When it comes, recognize it. Welcome it. Let it burn away what no longer serves. Because once the choice is made, you step out of the maze and into the light of who you really are. Celestial alignments hidden from mainstream eyes. Lana Gilbert's spirit guide shared that between 2025 and 2030, certain celestial events will hold rare energetic configurations never before recorded in this current age of man. While scientists will note eclipses, retrogrades, and meteor showers, what won't be publicly recognized are the multidimensional alignments, ones visible not with the eyes, but with the soul. These alignments activate ancient codes buried in our DNA, awaiting very specific star signatures to awaken. Many of these alignments will seem subtle on the surface, like a Venus transit or a solar storm, but their energetic consequences will feel like inner earthquakes for those sensitive enough to notice. These are not coincidences. These are divine timings meant to synchronize you with your highest potential. You may suddenly feel overwhelmed with emotion, inspiration, or clarity during these cosmic events. That's the sky speaking to your soul. The spirit guide explained that stars are not just points of light, they are memory containers. They carry frequencies from civilizations long gone and future timelines yet to unfold. When certain planets align with those stars, they open soul portals, windows of remembrance, activation, and choice. These cosmic doors won't stay open long, but for those tuned in, they will bring massive quantum leaps in awareness. Lana was told that some of the most powerful shifts won't be seen on NASA's homepage, but will be felt in silence, through dreams, through meditations, through the body itself vibrating with ancient song. Your awareness of these alignments can no longer be passive. Watch the sky with reverence. The language it speaks was written long before you were born, and now it's whispering your name. The golden brainwave code. The spirit guide revealed that the key to future human evolution lies not in external technology, but in our own neural rhythms. Between 2025 and 2030, a new wave of brain frequency dominance will begin, particularly within the theta and gamma ranges. These frequencies unlock heightened creativity, intuition, and multidimensional perception. Humanity is being guided toward a golden brainwave code, a state of consciousness where thoughts no longer fight each other, but flow as divine intelligence. This transition won't come from trying harder to think. It will come from learning to listen inwardly. The guide explained that gamma waves, typically activated during deep meditation or moments of transcendence, allow access to quantum fields where time, memory, and imagination merge. These brainwaves are already being stimulated by Earth's changing magnetic field and incoming solar codes. You may notice sharper dreams, clearer visions, or the feeling of knowing something before it happens. Theta waves, on the other hand, are the realm of the subconscious and spiritual insight. They allow for communication with spirit guides, higher selves, and parallel aspects of your being. As more people begin to stabilize these brain frequencies, society will slowly shift from linear problem-solving to intuitive soul-knowing. Genius will no longer be about IQ. It will be about coherence between heart and brain. Lana Gilbert was told that those who cultivate stillness, sound healing, and deep rest will begin accessing these codes first. You're not here to fill your mind. You're here to tune it. The future will not be led by louder minds, but by clearer frequencies. And when your brain vibrates in harmony with the universe, miracles become mathematical. Children of the Quantum Dawn. Between 2025 and 2030, a new wave of souls will enter Earth, children unlike any before. Lana Gilbert's spirit guide called them the children of the Quantum Dawn. These are not just evolved personalities, they are frequency stabilizers, incarnating to hold the vibration of the new Earth. You'll recognize them by their profound eyes, instant understanding of energy, and resistance to systems that feel unnatural or out of sync with the soul. These children won't just challenge outdated education models, they'll short-circuit them. They'll refuse to learn fear. They'll intuitively communicate telepathically, build relationships with nature, and express truths about the universe that most adults have forgotten. They aren't here to adapt to the world, they are here to redesign it. But they will need guardians, not instructors, elders who protect their innocence and trust their knowing. The guide revealed that many of these souls originate from star systems far beyond the ones most are familiar with. Their arrival isn't accidental. It's encoded. They come with crystalline DNA, often misunderstood by medical systems, and their sensitivity is not a weakness. It is a sensing mechanism calibrated for incoming light codes. Their dreams may hold planetary guidance. Their emotions are mirrors of humanity's condition. Lana's message is clear. These children are not yours to mold. They are yours to remember through. They will mirror back your forgotten wisdom. You will learn from them as they open your heart to the language of quantum truth. Protect them. Honor them. They are not just the future, they are the bridge between timelines. The Whisper Protocol. Lana Gilbert was shown that as Earth shifts, so too must our method of listening. Spirit guides who once spoke in clear inner words or external signs will now begin using what the guide called the Whisper Protocol. Their messages will become quieter, subtler, delivered more through feeling, intuition, and spontaneous knowing than through obvious external synchronicity. The guidance will remain, but it will require a higher level of inner stillness to hear. This isn't because they are pulling away. It's because your own frequency is evolving. Loud guidance is often necessary for souls still walking in noise. But for those now entering resonance, the language becomes softer, like sacred breath over still water. The guide will speak in symbols, colors, temperature shifts, or a sudden peace that descends out of nowhere. You will feel it, not interpret it. This transition may confuse those used to angel numbers or vivid dreams. But as you evolve, your soul becomes the translator. The guide's frequency blends with your own. Their thoughts become your thoughts. The key is to stop searching externally and start recognizing internally. That quiet idea you dismissed, that gentle nudge you ignored, that's the whisper. Lana was told this is the ultimate sign of trust. When a guide stops shouting, it's not abandonment, it's empowerment. It means you are trusted to interpret divine will without hand-holding. In the years ahead, your relationship with your guides will evolve into one of co-creation, not dependence. You are no longer just guided, you are being initiated. Ancient soul fractals will begin reuniting globally. Lana Gilbert's spirit guide revealed a soul phenomenon long hidden from human memory. Fractals of the same soul, split across timelines, lifetimes, and cultures, will begin converging between 2025 and 2030. These fragments aren't broken. They are designed explorations of consciousness, incarnated separately to learn diverse lessons. As Earth's vibration rises, these fractals will start finding each other again. Not through logic, but through resonance. You may meet someone and feel instantly connected, not romantically, but spiritually, like they are another limb of your essence. These aren't twin flames or soulmates in the traditional sense. They are you, expressed in a different shell. The meeting is often brief but powerful, activating sudden clarity, deep memory, or accelerated healing. The recognition is not in the words, it's in the energy. As more fractals reunite, you'll begin integrating parts of yourself that were dormant, gifts, perspectives, even ancestral wisdoms. Each soul piece holds a thread of your galactic tapestry. This reunion isn't sentimental. It's alchemical. It fuses fragmented light into a singular, sovereign radiance. Lana was told that these meetings are coded. They will occur in cafes, dreams, online platforms, or during moments of extreme emotional openness. The guide made this clear. Do not try to hold these people. Honor them. Recognize them. Let the energy merge and release. You're not here to possess these fractals. You're here to remember yourself through them. This is the age of the soul puzzle being reassembled, and when it clicks into place, your multidimensional memory will awaken. The fall of false synchronicity. As collective consciousness expands, so does the risk of distortion. Lana's spirit guide warned that between 2025 and 2030, false synchronicities will become common. These are events or signs engineered not by your higher self, but by fragmented thought forms, A-based frequency simulations, or hijacked manifestations. They appear helpful. Angel numbers, repeating patterns, even dreams, but lead to spiritual confusion or energetic depletion. These traps don't come to harm maliciously. They are generated by chaotic fields in the planetary thought grid. As more minds project their desires outward, reality becomes cluttered with frequency noise. Discerning genuine synchronicity from artificial interference becomes crucial. Authentic synchronicity expands your peace. False synchronicity amplifies your seeking. One affirms your essence. The other feeds your ego. The guide advises, check the feeling behind the sign. Real messages feel still, clear, and empowering. False ones often feel urgent, addictive, or anxiety-inducing. You are not meant to chase breadcrumbs of meaning. You are meant to walk in alignment with your essence, trusting that what's for you flows without manipulation or mental looping. Lana was shown that the strongest defense is internal coherence. If your field is clean, calm, and self-honoring, false frequencies won't stick. You'll recognize truth by how your body softens and your mind expands. Let your stillness be your filter. In this age of over-signaling, the purest message will always be the one that needs no noise. Earth's inner library will unlock through sound and water. The spirit guide shared an ancient truth. Earth holds a spiritual archive, a living memory encoded in water and sound. From 2025 onward, specific frequencies will begin unlocking this hidden library. Sacred springs, oceans, and deep aquifers contain more than minerals. They store consciousness. And when sound waves meet certain natural harmonics, the planet begins to speak. Ceremonial music, toning, singing bowls, and light language will activate forgotten sites around the world. You may find yourself drawn to bodies of water without knowing why. There you might weep, hear inner messages, or remember visions from past lives. The guide explained that every drop of water has recorded Earth's history, and sound is the password to access it. This isn't metaphorical. It's quantum. Crystalline structures in water respond to intention and vibration, reshaping themselves based on the information they receive. When a pure tone meets sacred water, gateways open. Lana was told that this is how ancient priestesses received knowledge, not from books, but from lakes, caves, and oceans that sang divine truth. The silence threshold. One of the most unexpected messages from Lana's spirit guide was this: the next human evolution isn't louder expression. It's sacred silence. Between 2025 and 2030, those who once felt the urge to explain, debate, and define will begin falling silent, not from repression, but from spiritual ripening. Silence will become a symbol of mastery, not mystery. The guide explained that humanity has misused speech for centuries, not in content, but in energy. Words were used to control, justify, or seek validation. But in the next era, silence will speak louder than any argument. It will transmit presence, truth, and power in a way words never could. The most awakened beings won't say much, but when they do, their voices will shift timelines. This silence threshold isn't absence, it's alignment. It's when your inner world becomes so attuned to source that speaking becomes an extension of pure intention, not mental compulsion. Many will notice that conversations feel draining, unnecessary, or even disruptive to their inner peace. That's not social dysfunction, it's spiritual evolution pulling you inward into the vibrational language of being. Lana's final spirit guide message to the future ones. In her final communion with the spirit guide, Lana Gilbert received a sentence so precise it echoed for days. You are the fulcrum. You are not here to wait for change. You are here to be the balance point between collapsing systems and rising dimensions. The future isn't somewhere you arrive. It's something you anchor with your energy now. The guide explained that Earth doesn't need heroes. It needs harmonizers. People who can walk through chaos without becoming it. Souls who can feel grief without drowning in it. Beings who can stand still in the middle of spinning timelines and hold a field of coherence. If you're watching this, you are one of them. You didn't come to react, you came to remember. From 2025 to 2030, this role becomes more visible. Not through fame, but through frequency. The way you walk into a room. The way you comfort a stranger. The way you choose stillness over fear, vision over reaction. These are the actions that shift Earth's collective field. This is real leadership, embodied, quiet, unshakable. Lana's guide ends with this. You don't have to wait to be chosen. You already were. The moment you chose to return to Earth during this timeline, your light was written into the blueprint of a new reality. The future is not out there. It's waiting for you to remember who you are and rise from the center of your stillness. Be the fulcrum, and everything will shift.